Hey guys, Marsingen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so for today's video, we are going to go ahead and do a new episode of a series that I've done a couple of times before, where I reached out to a bunch of my friends in the Dokkan battle creator community to ask them to design a custom celebration for Saiyan Day. So everything was completely up to them what they wanted to do. It doesn't have to be what they realistically think would happen. I wanted them to just give me whatever they got on what they would like to see for a Saiyan Day celebration. So as always, I sent them a list of criteria that I wanted them to give me. I wanted to know the overall theme of the celebration. So like Battle of Gods, Saiyan Saga, Resurrection of F, something like that. What is the overall theme that everything else ties into for your custom celebration? Then of course we need to know who the new Dokkan Fest exclusive like main unit is going to be. We also need to know who the side banner unit would be. Obviously they can go hand in hand with the main banner unit, be a direct support, anything like that. You know, everything was in their court to decide. Then who gets an easy A during this celebration, because obviously any older units that fit the theme could potentially get easy A's during Saiyan Day. So who will be getting those Extreme Z Awakenings in this celebration? Then I also asked them if a new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage was released to go alongside your celebration, fitting in with the theme, like what would that look like? Who would you fight for the different stages? And then finally, a new question that I had not used in a previous episode, now that Dokkan is into this new meta where they're just releasing a new Super Battle Road stage as part of celebrations, rather than releasing 10 of them all in one go. If a new Super Battle Road stage was to release during your celebration, which stage would it be? Like which category stage? Obviously at some point in the future it would get an extreme version, but we're just talking normal Super Battle Road for now. So yeah, there you go. So shout out to all of the creators who took part. You know who they all are, I'm sure. Let me know what you guys think overall, whose celebration was the best. What are your ideas for celebrations for Saiyan Day? Watch all the way to the end. Let me know all of your thoughts on these guys' ideas. And yeah, let's just go ahead and jump straight in. Okay guys, so for the first custom celebration, we are going to start with our boy, the homie himself, Garesh. So shout out to Garesh for his custom celebration. And let us begin here running it down. So for the overall theme, he has chosen the Baby Saga. So obviously a long time ago, Shadow Dragon Saga was one of the first categories, in fact, introduced into Dokkan. We've seen Saga categories for a lot of the sagas throughout Dragon Ball Z. Still don't have a Saiyan Saga. We have the Dragon Ball Saga for OG Dragon Ball as well. But Shadow Dragon Saga is the only one that we have for GT. So there's a bunch of units that are not on there from GT that would be in this category. So you would think that it would only be a matter of time until we get it. So the theme of the celebration is going to be the Baby Saga. So that takes us to the main summonable banner unit, the Saiyan Day Dokkan Fest. And Garesh has chosen a Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So I know this is something that people have wanted to see in the game for quite a long time. This will definitely be cool, like the transformation animation with Goku becoming a Super Saiyan 4 for the first time. You know how they do with the quality of animations these days. You know, this whole sequence would basically just be pretty much ripped straight from the episode of GT, but obviously would look much better because the quality of the graphics in Dokkan actually looks better than some of the old animation from the actual episodes. So that definitely would be super hype. It'd be interesting to see the how this category would be laid out, because obviously this Goku and then like the STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who is not on Shadow Dragon Saga, the AGL Vegeta is, they would be the only Super Saiyan 4s on the category, because all the other Super Saiyan 4, I say all the others, it's Vegeta and Gogeta, all turn up later. So this definitely would be an interesting category. For the side banner unit, Garesh has chosen a Majub. So this could be a very interesting pick. Obviously, we have the free-to-play Battlefield LR. We have the STR one that got an Easy A through the Hero Extermination Easy A's recently, who are pretty solid. Can be a decent rotation in Extreme Super Battle Road and stuff like that. So a new Majub could definitely be very interesting. Especially as like a support for this kind of category, because outside of links like GT, and then if they decide to go for things like Shocking Speed, and then obviously like Fierce Battle, a Majub is not going to link up perfectly with a Goku unit. but all they need to do is make him one of these side banner units where he's giving like 40% and 3 key to the Baby Saga category or something like that. And then obviously he's going to work super well on this team. So for the easy A for the celebration, Garesh has chosen LR Super Baby 2. Definitely a very good pick. Now obviously this, I assume we'll get an LR Super Baby 2 Easy A at some point, maybe with a Dokkan Fest baby, because obviously with the main Dokkan Fest unit being a Goku and the side banner unit being a Marjube, this baby definitely needs an Easy A. He doesn't have like a direct, really good like baby link partner outside of, I guess, like Baby Janemba, but for some of the other big teams, he does work well with LR Bojack, LR Prime Battle Frieza. He also links up reasonably well with the Rildo, who of course got an awakening not all that long ago and is a GT Boss's support unit. So that rotation would actually work pretty well. I think Baby is a cool LR. I feel like he's a bit underrated. He's still okay nowadays, but obviously his defense is just not good enough to be used in current events. So an easy A for him would definitely be very cool. And then for the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, we have the various stages of Baby as the phases for the enemies that you fight. So we would start off with just the base Youth Baby, then go to Baby Possessed Trunks, Baby Possessed Goten, Baby Possessed Gohan, then Baby Vegeta, Super Baby 1, Super Baby 2, then Great Ape Baby, so there would be a phase against the actual like Golden Ozaru Baby, and then the you know, actual proper LR like Super Baby 2 Baby as the final stage. So I think that would be very cool, just fighting through the various phases of Baby. With Infinite Dragon Ball History, they obviously add missions to beat the stages with specific category teams, so you would assume they would probably make one of those the Baby Saga. And then we'd have to have something that ties in reasonably well. Not every single Infinite Dragon Ball History has these missions where you can beat all of them in one run, because obviously if they made the secondary one Giant 8 Power or something to reflect on the fact that it was Super Saiyan 4 Goku that beat Baby, as I said earlier on, most of the other Super Saiyan 4s and stuff are not on the Baby Saga category. So, and considering like the GT Super Saiyans, they go Super Saiyan 4 in their active skill, so they wouldn't be on it either. So the secondary one would be interesting, but you would assume one of them at least would be Baby Saga to help push the new celebration and for people to summon on the banner. And then finally, for the extra question for this episode, I asked about the Super Battle Road stage that ties in with the celebration. It's unlikely. I don't think they've been doing it so far where they just release whatever the new category that comes out as a stage. So the stage that Garesh has picked for this one is GT Heroes. So obviously that makes perfect sense. You can use the new Goku and the new Marjube if you get them, but even if you don't, obviously you could still have a pretty stacked GT Heroes team. Even on Global, where we haven't had the anniversary yet, you would still be able to make a very good GT Heroes team for a Super Battle Road stage. So there you go. That is Garesh's custom Saiyan Day celebration themed around the Baby Saga. Let me know what you think of his one down below, and at the end let me know whose was your favourite, and let us go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so next up we have a newcomer to the series. Shout out to our boy MrBaby. So one of my fellow 5'9" members have done a collab video with him before. He has never featured on this custom celebration series, so shout out to him for giving his ideas. His theme for the Saiyan Day celebration is Battle of Gods. I know this is a very popular potential theme for the celebration. So the Dokkan Fest exclusive character that he has chosen is, of course, a God Goku, but this one is an interesting one. It's something that I've wanted to see for a while. I've talked about it on the podcast before. This will be a Super Saiyan God Goku, who then has a revival into just Super Saiyan Goku, and the revival animation will feature the "I will not let you destroy my world" speech from that part of the movie. That bit's super hype. That's when the superhero or hero song starts playing, which is awesome. So yeah, God Goku that revives into Super Saiyan Goku. He already picked a leader skill for him, Miraculous Awakening or Battle of Fate. 4 key and 150 across the board, with 30 in addition for Pure Saiyans. So that means Pure Saiyans, Miraculous Awakening or Battle of Fate characters would have a 180% lead with him. So I do think Saiyan Day, I think they're going to go all out and do 200% leaders, but you never know, because obviously it would be the first one for Global. So if they're not going to go full on and do that, then I think this would be a pretty good blueprint for his leader skill. So the new banner unit would be a King Kai. So we do not have a King Kai in the game in any way outside of like a support item. So new banner unit King Kai, and his support would be for other world warriors, 3 key and attack and defense 40%. So interesting, like we don't very often see a side banner unit that doesn't directly support the main banner unit, but you know, King Kai with the halo as an other world warriors support character, I think that would be pretty awesome. So yeah, King Kai actually in the game as a playable card, I think that would be very interesting. And then for the EZAs, we have a couple of EZAs listed here. So basically every single God Goku, so the free-to-play physical God Goku, and then the STR, Int, and AGL TUR God Gokus. Every single one except for the LR, I guess. Because technically the LR, remember, is from the TV series version of Super. That's why he's not on Movie Heroes. And so this one is kind of themed around the actual movie rather than the arc from the anime. And then he also put, if Dokkan is feeling generous, we could also get an EZA for the LR, Beerus, and Whis as well. Definitely would be interesting to see them with an EZA, especially with some of the units that have come out recently, like the Whirus. Like Whirus with his EZA, very, very strong unit. On rotation with an EZA'd LR, Beerus, and Whis. That rotation would be crazy, crazy good. And then, of course, some of the God Gokus are really good. Like STR God Goku, the TUR, was really good for quite a while. So some of these EZAs for them would look really, really interesting. We'd definitely like to see that. And then for the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, the idea, the theme for the stage is basically from the part of the movie Bulma's birthday party where everybody attacks Beerus. So we start off with Fat Boo, then we go on to Android 18, Piccolo, then we have Tien and Master Roshi, the card from the Tournament of Power. We have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Then we have the Whis, and then Beerus at the end. So it's kind of loosely based on that scene, I guess, because nobody attacks Whis. That would definitely not have ended well. I mean, it didn't end well for any of them attacking Beerus, did it? Let's be fair. But yeah, so we got Boo, 18, Piccolo, Roshi and Tien, Gotenks, Whis, and then Beerus as the final stage. Be interesting again to think about what the missions for this could be. Maybe like Movie Heroes. They could just make it Realm of Gods or Miraculous Awakening. Be interesting to see how this one would play out with the missions. But yeah, I definitely think this would be a fun Infinite Dragon Ball History stage to go along with this event. And then MrBaby decided to go a little bit outside of the box. Rather than a new Super Battle Road stage, he's decided to add stages to the the collection of epic battles, which hasn't seen any kind of update since it released during the download celebration. So we would have a stage 3 where the boss would be the Super Saiyan Goku, the revived version of the Dokkan Fest. Obviously, the final stage is in stages, right? So I imagine you probably start off with like a base Goku, maybe then Super Saiyan 3 Goku, then God, then the revived version, basically following along the steps in the movie. You would get a support memory as a reward for doing the stages, a God Goku Awakening support memory, which would give Realm of Gods Superclass Allies attack and defense 10% for the rest of the battle. And then the stage 4 boss would be Beerus, of course, with his own Hakai Beerus support memory, which would give Planetary Destruction Allies attack and defense 10% for the rest of the battle. So that's actually a team I do really like. It doesn't get run a lot, so them having one of the permanent buff support memories would definitely make that team super fun to use again. So definitely interesting here. No Super Battle Road stage, but an update to an old event that hasn't been touched for a while. I definitely think that is an interesting choice. So shout out to MrBaby for his Battle of Gods themed celebration. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and let us move on to the next one. Right, so next up we have the custom celebration from the man himself, DeTruthDT. So shout out to him for this custom celebration idea. It's a very interesting one. The overall theme for this one is Saiyans with God Ki. So it's basically themed around the God versions of both Goku and Vegeta, rather than being tied specifically to something like Battle of Gods or Resurrection of F or something like that. We can basically incorporate all of those kind of moments with these two characters and their different God forms. So Saiyans with God Ki is the overall theme for this custom celebration. And when it comes to the main Dokkan Fest exclusive unit for the banner, it would be a God Goku. So we've already talked a little bit about, what we could see from a God Goku in terms of animations. He didn't mention anything about transforming or revive or anything like that, so he would just be a pure God Goku. Obviously, a lot of animations that we could choose from. He doesn't even necessarily have to specifically be the God Goku from Battle of Gods, as I said at the start, right? So, Super Saiyan God Goku, we definitely need a Dokkan Fest one. He could be very good. Intro animation with like the God Ritual or something like that would be very, very cool. And then he did say his leader skill, he is going in for a 200% lead. And I think this would be pretty nuts, right? Realm of Gods 170% with 30% extra for pure Saiyans. So this means that every single God form of Goku and Vegeta would have a 200% team. So I don't know about you guys, but like I would summon for this if it was coming to Global, because yeah, 200% team for Realm of Gods Pure Saiyans would be pretty nice. So God Goku as the main banner unit, then the side banner unit would be a Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I think this is an interesting choice, obviously, because with Blue coming after God, you would almost kind of assume that if we were going to have a celebration with both, Blue would be the main attraction and then God be the side banner unit. But as I said, people have like really been wanting a God Goku Dokkan Fest, and I think it would be cool for the theme. So having a Blue Goku as a side banner unit, I think is definitely a very interesting choice. Given the leader skill for the God Goku, he could easily be like a Realm of Gods or Pure Saiyan support, or they could even go ahead and give him one of those split supports where, say for example, he's giving 20% to Realm of Gods, 20% to Pure Saiyans. So obviously on this new 200% team, he'd probably be supporting everyone, since you're probably just going to be running Pure Saiyans, Realm of Gods. But if he's a strong enough unit on his own, you could use him on those other teams, even though he's only going to be providing 20% support to some of the characters, because he's a strong enough unit on his own to warrant being on the team. So definitely a lot of things they could do to make a side banner Blue Goku very, very good. So for the Easy A's, we shift from focusing very much on Goku with the banner units over to Vegeta. So the main Easy A would be the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta that transforms into Evolution Vegeta. Just a reminder, I did say at the beginning, but obviously these were pitched to me and like started being recorded and stuff like that before any of this stuff was confirmed. So Blue Evolution Vegeta as the main Easy A, then a secondary Easy A for the other Blue Vegetas. Some of them would be sub Easy A's from medals that already exist, but I think it would be pretty cool if we put them together into just an extra Extreme Z battle for 3 characters, because then obviously this celebration would have 2 30-stage Easy A's, which I'm sure people would be very happy with, because, bunch of extra stones. So this would be Easy A's for the AGL Blue Vegeta, the STR, and the physical one. I believe technically they are all representations of the Blue Vegeta from Resurrection of F, but yeah, all 3 of those units, quite old. Like, I remember the AGL one being pretty solid when he first got his awakening, but they are super, super outdated now. So Easy A's for them would definitely be very, very good. And obviously they fit the theme for the celebration, fitting on that Goku's team. Like, these guys could be really, really good. Then for the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, the theme is basically all the God forms of Goku and Vegeta. So we would start out against base Goku, then phase 2 would be base Vegeta, then we go to God Goku, then we go to God Vegeta, then after that we have God Goku and Vegeta together, because obviously we have the asset from the Anniversary LR, then we have Blue Goku on his own, followed by Blue Vegeta on his own, then the 2 Super Saiyan Blues together, again using the Anniversary asset or model, and then the final stage would be against Blue Kaioken and Blue Evolution together, the physical LR. So basically going through each of their God stages and pairing them up along the way until the final stage is against the 2 of them together in their highest like God key form, because obviously remember Ultra Instinct is not like a God key form, right? So Blue Evolution, Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken is them together in their highest power God forms, at least that Dokkan has to represent. So that would be the final stage. This one definitely could be interesting in terms of what missions you would add for the categories. You could go the route of making it villain teams, right, because you're fighting against Goku and Vegeta, or you could make one of them Realm of Gods, so you have like a Gods versus God key kind of thing, God v God battle. That would be very interesting. So very open to a lot of different ways they could set out the missions for this to make this a fun Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. And then when it comes to the final, the Super Battle Road stage, The original idea was for Beyond Super Saiyan, because obviously it fits very well with the theme. Now, technically, Global does not have the Beyond Super Saiyan category, right? Because it was introduced with the Anniversary LR. But because all of the gods are on it, even if Global got this mission, like, I guess technically they would have to add Beyond Super Saiyan into the game as a category, although we wouldn't technically have a leader for it. But obviously you can run like any team with the gods, you can run Super Saiyan 4s, like there is a way on Global, even though we technically don't have the category or an official category leader, that you can make a Beyond Super Saiyan team. So Beyond Super Saiyan as the Super Battle Road stage definitely would be interesting. The enemies, again, could be against various different god. Like, we could have an enemy stage with, like, Rose and Goku Black, because Rose being the opposite to, like, Super Saiyan Blue. Then we could have a stage with, like, Baby and, like, Omega, like the GT stuff, because of Super Saiyan 4 being on Beyond Super Saiyan. So this could be very open to, like, the various different enemies that the Beyond Super Saiyan characters have fought against. So that is the custom celebration from DeTruthDT, Saiyans with God Key. I think this is a very interesting theme for the celebration, so let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section, and let us move on to the next one. Alright, and so last but definitely not least, we have our boy Toonrami. So those of you who have watched the previous episodes of this series, Toon has a habit of making some very weird, obscure choices with characters that I have either A, never heard of, or B, have found very difficult to find images of. So thankfully this time around, Toon has been a little bit more merciful. I still think this is a very interesting theme, and it's very outside the box compared to what some other people have picked and what I've seen people speculating about on Twitter. But yeah, very, very interesting one. So the name for the theme, as he put it, is the Planet Vegeta Saga. So basically this kind of encompasses everything from before the beginning of Dragon Ball, I guess, right? So, you know, what we saw in the Bardock special, what we saw at the beginning of the Broly movie, even though they kind of, the beginning of the Broly movie kind of overwrites the previous canon of, like, the Bardock special and stuff like that. But all of those things have representation in Dokkan. So they all still exist, and they all fit under this umbrella of what we're calling here the Planet Vegeta Saga as the overall theme. So the Dokkan Fest exclusive banner unit for Saiyan Day would be a King Vegeta. Now, I've seen a couple of people suggest this. I think it would be cool if they did it right. Like, with his animations, they'd have to be going pretty much from scratch. Like, there's that cool scene that people have posted where he, like, waves his arm and you see, like, planets explode. Like, that could be pretty cool. That could be cool as an intro animation. When it comes to actual super attacks and stuff like that, you know, we know Dokkan has been doing pretty well lately with creating original super attacks and things like that. If they really wanted to just fall back on something basic, we could obviously assume that King Vegeta could do the Gallic Gun. But yeah, this could be very, very interesting in terms of what his animations would look like. And yeah, whilst I don't think he's the hypest card in history, like the hypest character that's going to get people to go crazy to summon, if you give him really good animations, give him a really good leader skill, people would definitely want to summon for him. Like, if he was a 200% leader that included a bunch of, like, Vegeta units and stuff like that, I think people would be excited to summon for that. So King Vegeta as the main banner unit. The side banner unit would be a young Paragus. So Paragus, again, obviously from the beginning of the Broly movie. This could be very interesting. He could be a support unit for Pure Saiyans or movie bosses or something like that. He could fit very well onto the team. Like, he's going to be a Saiyan character, right? So he's always going to have fairly decent link set. If they make him a very strong support unit, then he could be really good. He could give extra support to units that have Broly in the name or something like that. That would be very cool. So a young Paragus as the side banner unit. So very interesting choice for the units. They're definitely a main banner unit and side banner unit that are not, like, you know, nuclear levels of hype for a lot of people, but I do still think they could be really, really cool if they were done right. So for the Easy A's, again, this is another one. As I say, these were, you know, sorted and started being recorded before they started to be confirmed in the game. We have Easy A's for the free-to-play Team Bardock, so we know that is something they are doing right now. But another thing that Toon added was also the Great Ape versions, because remember, the each member of Team Bardock has a summonable Great Ape SSR that is in the general pool. Obviously, there's that free-to-play Great Ape Bardock that has an easy A, but the summonable one is Tech. So those getting an easy A would be very, very good, because then they could fit into that team very nicely, fit into low-class warriors, fit into giant 8 power, that kind of thing. So easy A's for them would definitely be very, very welcomed as well. So then when we come to the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, so this is themed kind of around the start of the Bardock, the kind of like Bardock special going into the episode of Bardock, and then even a little bit of the influence from like Xenoverse as well. So for the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, we would fight against the members of Team Bardock. So we would fight Farsha, then Borgos, then Shugesh, then Tora, then Base Form Bardock, then Super Saiyan Bardock, and then the final stage would be against Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. So basically fighting each member of the team, including Bardock himself, then he goes Super Saiyan, and then goes Super Saiyan 3 at the very end. And then finally, for the Super Battle Road stage to be added for this celebration, we have a Storied Figures Super Battle Road, because obviously Bardock and a lot of those other characters are on that category, so this would definitely make an interesting Super Battle Road stage. There's a lot of really good units on that team that are good for Super Battle Road, like the Tapion units, LR Tapion and Minosha, that we used on the Siblings Bond stage that came out on Global recently. So this could be a very interesting stage, Storied Figures Super Battle Road, to drop alongside these guys for this custom celebration. So shout out to Toon Rami, definitely made it a little bit easier on me this time. So the Planet Vegeta Saga themed Saiyan Day celebration. So let me know what you guys think of this one down below in the comment section. Well guys, there you have it. That is the custom celebrations from my friends in the Dokkan YouTuber community. Let me know what you thought of each of them down below in the comment section, and let me know which one was your favourite. If you want to see the idea that I came up with for a custom celebration, I did put that video out a week or so ago, themed around a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So I will leave that as one of the recommended videos at the end, but make sure you check that out if you have not seen it. Shout out to all of the creators who took part and sent me their ideas. I very much appreciate it. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, guys. So what do you want to see for Saiyan Day? Whose celebration was your favorite? Let me know all of that down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.